every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
Rise up, take your place, be some more, be some more. Rise up, show your face, touch the sun, touch the sun. Stand up, state your case, speak as well, speak as well. Rise up.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tail of the tape. First up, Kingmaker. Up first, Kingmaker from the United States of America. And they'll be facing the Myth.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets stupid.
Thousands of fans here. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. And follow with a straight right hand. Nope, that jab not going to score. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Just see the nerves of a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Exchange punches. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. They have no respect for each other's punching power. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on.
Great work. I love it. I love it. That jab's slick.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
These two fighters are made for one another. So much firepower here. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Down big time on the score.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
You're getting confident now.
Great round. Great round. Now relax. Relax.
Prime the jab and then start gathering the kick.
The bell rings and we start the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Neither fighter willing to slow down. A perfect counter shot. He missed with that jab. Good counter punching. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The perfect counter lands. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it.
I like that round. Good round.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crust. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice counter shot. There's a counter shot. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Don't want to trade shots. catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Good work at that.
And then we go again. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
Down the middle, you can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused.
Here's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That counter punch caught him clean. The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just bump.
Nice round. Good round, I like.
There's the bell for round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. Right uppercut just off target. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. What a massive upset this would be. And down goes Kingmaker. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5. And you continue.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions.
One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And you okay.
will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart. Knocked down twice.
And there's the bell for round 7. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
And now going for the finish. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And now going for the finish. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
And there's the bell for round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Nice counter shot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
You can't score with that uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything.
And we enter the ninth. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Just misses that uppercut. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
He blocks that jab. Misses with the jab. It's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Get this boxing back together. He was coasting this fight, and now you let him back into it. Now.
And there's the bell to start round 10. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Is he going to punch himself out, though? You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Catch and shoot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Oh, wait a minute. And we may... I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is God. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.